We need to pull you off your tail for now. Are you ready to fight?
Naturally.
It was a rhetorical question.
You've been looking for DedSec. Why's that?
Wasn't sure you'd come, knowing I'm part of the establishment. Or at least I was, until Albion dismissed Parliament. I do want to say, what you've done in Westminster is remarkable. You've given the people hope.
Let's not forget the government put Albion in charge in the first place. Created your own worst enemy?
I couldn't agree more. That's why I contacted you. Albion haven't simply shut down the government. They've sullied the Palace of Westminster, the Great Bell, with their propaganda. Do you understand what that looks like? If you really want to rekindle some of the people's fighting spirit, then restoring the clock tower would go a long way.
Well, it would certainly grab people's attention. And in the right way. Let's do it.
I knew I could count on you. It will be wonderful to hear the bell once more.
There is some security around the bell tower, but that shouldn't pose a problem. A bigger issue will be getting to the top.
Thoughts?
A spider bot should do the trick.
Investigating disturbance.
Stay indoors when possible. It is your duty to maintain order. Ow! Ah!
Powers up. Bloody fantastic.
We lost them. Radio HQ, let them know.
I think they're pissed off.
Do you think you have
shotgun. Let's end this.
What the hell? I need cover!
Get me some additional support.
That's gonna be hard to explain.
I've had quite enough of this. Shotgun specialist.
Ah!
Shots fired!
The path up to the top of the tower is treacherous. All crawl spaces and gantries. More suited to 6 mechanical legs than 2 human ones.
This should be fun.
should do it.
That was moving, truly. To hear the chimes again, to see that tower the way it's meant to be seen, means everything to the people of this borough.
I understand the people need a symbol to rally around, but it's a clock, albeit a lovely one.
It represents our parliamentary democracy. To have Albion to face it the way they did, it's clear what they were up to. Thank you, DedSec.
Brilliantly done. Westminster will surely rise up against Albion after this.
Thanks. A resistance is only as good as the people in it. We're happy to have you.
Brilliant. Finally found my people.
Great.
The Friend's official record states he was taken to hospital before he died.
Might learn something there. Let's have a poke around.
Is London calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing.
God, the city
by
changes
consent
fast.
or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability, and justice. They weren't perfect, but at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned body on the beat as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Cass, many people were surprised. But we weren't. London has been up for sale and privatisation for years. The only difference is that now the private companies have guns. So how did it happen? What does it mean? How can we reverse it? And what's the price of justice? On Buccaneer, we conceal everyone's full names for their own safety. Here's Helen, who investigated policing, civil rights and justice in pre-crisis Britain.
One of the kind of classic hallmarks of a fascist leader is having their own private army or police force. You know, it is in a democracy, the state tends to have a monopoly on violence, and that's not what happens when a state fails. You know, you end up with people running their own private militias, and we've seen this all over the world.
You're at the hospital where our prospect's friend died. We can get hold of his full patient record here.
Grand.
That's the CTOS up there.
Those who do not obey army orders are subject to arrest.
Well, our prospect should be pleased. Turns out her friend isn't dead. Or if he is, he didn't die here.
What do you mean?
There are no patient records on file, and GPS data shows the ambulance going dark before it reaches the hospital. The driver must have switched it off. I'm upgrading this from dodgy to fucking dodgy.
I'll look into it.
You won't have to look very far. The driver is on site now.
Investigation underway. Gatherings of more than 5 human. Disturb target resisting arrest.
Here's the data.
Good. I'll do some fancy maths on it while you escape from this weirdly dangerous hospital.
Protest studies are not permitted.
What have we got, Bagley?
I've cross-referenced the driver's location history with the missing GPS data from her ambulance. Looks like she dumped her patient at an SIRS facility.
Interesting.
Deep state creeps like SIRS tend not to interrogate corpses. If our missing person is in their custody, he's probably still alive.
I'll see what I can dig up.
Yum yum.
Hello, Bugs. This is the Bug. I'm Andy. This is Alice, and today we're going to be pretending that everything is fine. Yeah, and back. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? That was as long as I could manage. It's a second and a half. A reality time now, however. And, well, finally, today, we're going to road test the latest update to the CSA app, the government app that has brought the great British tradition of snitching on people you don't like back to the very heart of public life, the school playground. I'm going to tell a new threat that's got a whole new lease of life these days, thanks to CSA. And isn't Britain all the more fun because of it? No more grumbling about your neighbours playing their music too loud, just simply report them to the state and have them, shall we say, involuntarily rehoused at Hotel Cass, the chain of hotels that was formerly known.
Neil, it's fucking Neil!
If you see something, say something, or if you think you might something, do something, say something, or if you haven't seen anything, but don't like someone, say something anyway. Well, let's have a look at this new app. Alice, I'm sure you've got it on your phone. I mean, at first glance, the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed. A simple button to snitch on someone.
Target's reached the checkpoint.
Non-government former apps like Stool Easy, Can Canary, and Mark Shark. I mean, look, I just need to geocache where the person I'm ratting on currently is. Let's call that for the sake of argument Alice.
Sorry, Andy, I was busy reporting you to the authorities for rolling your eyes when passing a Nigel Cass propaganda poster.
Can you not let me report you first, please? There's nothing difficult about this. Pick you out of the crowd at your next riot. And you can input your accusations with the app. Let's go old school. Let's call the phone line. Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to adopt someone in, as long as it's not me. 0044 203 807 3832. And don't forget to get permission from the person who pays your bills before you call that number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host Andrew, who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show, for running and co-hosting an underground satirical anti-government comedy show. Also, he does terrible puns.
Control. Let's put out an APW.
Excuse me, I
We're getting
have co-host Alice. I have some evidence for you. She tutted audibly at the sight of an Albion vehicle in the street yesterday. She says she prefers pigeons to green drone.
I'm here.
So's our missing person. Seems this is where everyone on the SIRS naughty list winds up. Expect heavy security.
All right. What's a few new scars anyway?
There he is. Get him out. Get him out of here. Looks like you avoided them.
Your friend's alive. Sears had captured them, but we broke them out. They're safe now.
Seriously? That's amazing. Thank you so much. I don't know how I could ever repay you, but I really, really owe you.
If you want to pay us back, we could use people like you in DedSec. What do you say?
Sounds like a blast. I'm in.
I'm Andy, this is Alison. Today we're going to be pretending that everything is fine. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? That was as long as I could manage. It's a second and a half. A reality time now, however. And, well, finally today, we're going to road test the latest update to the CSA app, the government app that has brought the great British tradition of snitching on people you don't like back to the very heart of public life, the school playground. I'm going to tell a new threat that's got a whole new lease of life these days, thanks to CSA. And isn't Britain all the more fun because of it? No more grumbling.
How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
I'm on it.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Clan Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
New dark web designer drug, right? The cops were trying hard to keep it off London streets. Back when the cops tried to, do things.
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that stands to make Clan Kelly a lot of money.
And kill a lot of people.
Well, the phrase Finsbury New Project keeps popping up in their comms, if you'd like to take a look into it.
Free country, yeah. All right, take it easy. Hello, mate.
I'm just saying, whether
Oh, you friendly, huh? What's good?
Albion personnel are here to ensure...
Tell me about him, Bagley.
Albion's hot on his trail. GPS history shows a pattern of raids on locations he's recently visited.
If that's not a job for DedSec, I don't know what is.
Got it. I've tracked down an officer who was at the most recent raid. You can scrape their optic for intel.
Someone that CTOS flags as a getaway driver must be pretty confident in their skills and their car.
From what I've heard, a nice car can compensate for a lot of things.
You look about as sick of this shit as I am.
You were DedSec, right? I've got some info for you guys.
I'm listening.
I was sacked, yeah? Me and all 300 people in my division. Boss said we were all replaced.
Christ, that's terrible.
Oh, don't feel sorry for me. It's just a messed up situation, innit? Like, proper sus. There's no way all 300 of us tech people could be replaced so quickly. Like I said, mad sus.
So you want DedSec to look into your replacement then?
Yeah. Help a sister out, and I'll owe you big time. Know what I mean?
It's in the kitchen on the right-hand side when you walk in. Come on.
I'm here.
That brilliant Albion goon left their optic on passive listening mode. Must have skipped counter-surveillance day in fascist school. They might have recorded something about our prospect.
Grand. Let's get that data then.
Start something.
That's her.
Get me some extra hands here.
Nothing out of the ordinary here. Drone, search the area.
Carry valid identification and be prepared to present it to Albion personnel.
Well done. Now get out of there so we can take a look at what you've got. Just as I thought. Take a listen to this.
You find the drugs cache?
It was right where you said. Aren't we lucky?
Told you not to worry. We've got that acid over a barrel. The goods will always be where they need to be.
Is that what passes for coded language with these thick twats? Anyway, it looks like the man we're after isn't being hunted by Albion after all. He's planting evidence for them.
We should have a conversation with them. Bagley, get me a face-to-face.
Freaks like you making life hard.
Let's keep this by the book, over. Can anyone see the suspect? Control, we're returning to HQ, over.
You want something?
You've been planting evidence for Albion. Explain yourself.
You have no idea what's going on here. Albion's got some proper dirt on me, man. If I don't do what they say, my life is over.
And if someone could make that dirt disappear for you?
But if you could break into Albion and wipe their service, hey, you could do that, you'd be my G for life. But you can't do that.
We gotta help him out. Might convince him to join up.
Albion stores sensitive data like this on air-gapped servers, so zeroing those hard drives will solve this problem and put an end to this whole evidence planting scheme.
All right, good. Send me the location.
This is boring. I'm out of data.
hostiles near your location.
Control, we've received the call, over. Where did they go? Shit!
I'm terminating the search. Fall back. Over.
Albion has security locked down, but you can bet it's got more holes in it than Julius Caesar. Hack the server to access the blackmail material they have on our friend. You can access the blackmail material Albion has on our friend from this server. Security's onto you. They're sending some goons your way.
I got them!
Well, that's the end of that harassment campaign. Our prospect can rest easy now. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
Just say how I can repay you.
If you want to pay us back, we could use people like you in DedSec. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm ready to make a difference.
Erase complete. I'll get our friend on the line while you get to safety. Oh, that is some juicy blackmail. Crystal clear CCTV footage of a betting shop robbery. And there's our target holding the gun. Well, it's all wiped now. Albion will have to find someone else to plant their false evidence.
Thanks, Bags. Let's tell him the good news. DedSec here. We wiped Albion's blackmail on you. Your problems with them are over.
Hey, you saw me rip off that bookie, didn't you? Shame for what I did, not gonna lie. But thank you for helping me anyway. How can I pay you back?
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Yeah, why not? I'm in.
A tech corporation acting unethically? Sounds out of character, but let's investigate anyway.
I'll look into it. This DedSec shit's fun.
You've arrived at our contact's former employer, and aside from some heavily armed security guards, it's basically a ghost town.
Interesting.
I don't think this replacement is on site. Dig around and see if you can figure out where they are. You can do your corporate espionage from there.
Found a street artist. We could use a few more creative ways to get our name out there.
Open search. I have this one.
Asshole shit!
What's happening? Oh. I have to see. Oh!
You can do your corporate espionage from there.
Who in their right mind? Yeah.
What's going on with our security?
Here's the data.
Copy that. I'll analyze the company records while you get to safety.
What have we got, Bagley?
Well, I found our prospect's replacement. It's an AI. And a pretty shoddy one at that. Nowhere near as smart as me. It could maybe replace a few million humans at most.
Jesus.
Oh, right. I suppose from your perspective, that's a lot. If you like, we can go destroy it before it puts anyone else out of work.
All right, good. Send me the location.
Grace. She wanted it. She took it.
Grace, oh my god. One word. Amazing.
If you want a favor, ask Grace.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Grace under pressure. Grace from God.
I didn't know what to expect, but I liked it a lot. It's amazing. Really.
See the show they're calling Amazing. Grace. Playing at the Pavilion now.
The job-killing AI's code blueprint has been packed up into a crate on site.
I'll smash it up then.
You found it, now find some way to destroy it.
Out of there.
AI successfully murdered. Now get to safety and I'll send our friend the good news.
You're not going to believe this. They replaced you with an AI. We swear. It's not the robots who want to displace humanity, it's fucking rich people.
For real?
The company making this thing was pretty much gonna wipe out your whole industry, but we stopped them. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Fuck it. I'm in.
I didn't see anything, I promise.
I'm not who you think I am, clearly.
Wait, you're not with Albion? Oh, thank God, I was worried there for a second.
Calm down. Look, tell me what's wrong. We might be able to help.
I think I'm in trouble. I saw Albion guards doing something truly awful. They gathered a bunch of protesters, tied them up, and took them to a building where they'd beat them. It was brutal.
Jesus.
There were security cameras everywhere. When Albion gets hold of that footage, they'll come after me too. If you find a way to get the evidence before Albion, I'll owe you my life.
Okay, we'll handle it.
I've got the location from her GPS, and there's a load of CTOS surveillance around. Any number of cameras might have seen her.
Let's get nosy then.
that inspected. Lock it down.
Doing a sweep of the premises. Here's where our friend witnessed the Albion crime. The security footage should still be on site.
Grand. Let's get that data then.
Located the CTOS hub.
Could be anywhere right now. They gotta be somewhere.
Suspects reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile. Received. Responding to the situation now.
You know, when I was a boy, I used to come here with my old man. When it was a great hall for members only. What's all we called it? Should have seen it. Oh, it was grand. Books and art everywhere. Great paintings on the walls, portraits, landscapes. There was even one of my ancestors in one of them. My old man told me. Lord, it was a sight to see. Looked like a museum. Just in glass boxes and all. Now I'm back here again. Old man's dead. Rott's Hall is a dump. And I'm a squatter.
Control, we are pursuing
Someone
the
call
suspects.
999.
Over.
That's it. I'm calling off the pursuit.
Got you that CCTV footage. Do you have the target?
Yeah, there she is. Clearly identifiable too. If Albion saw this footage, you'd be pretty fucked.
Bollocks.
However, Albion's crime was also clearly recorded, which means we can turn this footage back around on them. We just have to wipe the backup file from the central CTOS servers to protect the witness's identity.
Send me the location.
There's quite a few Albion goons in the server room. Either the perpetrators beat us here, or you've just stumbled on a fascist book club.
Well, that's concerning.
We're probably not the only ones after this evidence. You'll have to beat them to it.
What was that?
There's the terminal. We can do the intrusion there. This is going to bring down a bunch of violent arseholes on you.
Move into a secure position.
I grabbed the evidence from the server and scrubbed the local copy. No way they'll identify her now. Now get out of there so we can tell her the good news.
Bloody Muppet, is that the message you're...
DedSec here. We got our hands on the only copy of the footage. You're safe.
Thank God. You lot saved my life. If I can ever help you, just say the word.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about letting it out?
Yes, yes, yes!
Tough, brave, stupid. Any two of those qualify you to join. Some of us are all three.
Yes, I'm so ready to help out the cause.
Very nice.
Someone else's time.